first opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The man from nearby Georgia Tech, Harrison Butker, gets us started. Off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. They'll run on first down. Sherman, and he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
There's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They shakes him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it.
Fighting through, and he's got space. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 55 yards. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it, but he sure made it look easy there.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll run here with Akers. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal. And they sent that play backwards.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Foster Moreau with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
From the 29, Allen. That's complete to John Ross. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down. From midfield, here's Allen. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Throw left side, complete. That's Sherman. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. Now the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if you continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. On play action, it's Mahomes. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Well, they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique.
He's got a man complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Akers. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there, so I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Cam Akers, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On first down, it's Sherman, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sherman. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll run on first down. Sherman. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. It's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked off at the 24, 30, 10.
Okay, baby, come on.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Good call, baby.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Allen's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
On first down, Allen. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Allen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things, but take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year? And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And he'll find Moreau here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. They'll look to run with Akers. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They'll run for it with Akers. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Cam Akers in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So, all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Jarvis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Robinson. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Getting getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 55 yards.
One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
They'll give this to Akers running right.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game too.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, running left is Akers.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
Harrison Butker to kick off 4 Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner,
Allen hit. He lost the football. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A give, running right is Akers.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
A good run there off right tackle. And in old school NFL football, the right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Cam Akers with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To the air, Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Sherman. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sherman. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. Touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Coup for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Here's Robinson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 54 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well. They didn't go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. Allen to throw once more. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Ross. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Allen now looks to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty...
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Allen now on first down. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Carlos Basham in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Touchdown. That's caught. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons cut into that lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 48 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Akers again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Again, it'll be Akers. And not able to break away this this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they open the lead up now to 25. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Robinson. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is...
And that's caught inside the 30. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a give. Akers running left. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Foster Moreau with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. It's a run with Akers. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, they conclude the regular season with a final record of 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it will indeed be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 7-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved.